Out in the country where I live and at the hospital where I work, most folks still, even in this slightly more politically engaged moment, do not feel connected to politics or elections. I can imagine that most of us in this room do feel connected to politics and elections. In fact, I assume most of us in this room recognize that our ability to survive and thrive depends on regular people's, country people, healthcare workers' ability to also feel connected to politics and elections. I spend a significant amount of my time trying to convince people of their connection to politics and elections. So I'm asking this commission to help me convince regular people their lives are connected to, in fact, depend on politics and elections. Please take fusion voting entirely off your plate. It's constitutionally protected, it's not a part of public financing, and some of the quirks of the system that might need tweaking can be dealt with by the legislature. But most of all, having alternatives that bring more people in and allow them to vote for a candidate that has a chance of winning is vital for our survival right now. When a landman came to my door years ago and demanded the mineral rights to our land or he'd take them by eminent domain, the Working Families Party stuck their necks out first in solidarity with me and my neighbors against fracking. Years before it was a part of public discussions in Western New York, the WFP was asking questions of candidates about racism in the criminal justice system, when a standard answer to that question at the time was something like, racism in our criminal justice system? Which now, thankfully, is hardly a possible answer. The WFP has stood by unwaveringly for limiting the number of patients nurses and aides can take care of at one time. The Working Families Party is a political home for myself and so many others that brings people otherwise too disgusted with things as they are to vote for a mainstream candidate because they know they can make a difference. And I know most people in this room want a more vibrant democracy. And we know that banning fusion voting outright or setting the bar so high to qualify that no minor party could ever reach it will not get us to a more vibrant democracy.